to my channel, Health Layer. Dr. Vero here. So today I'm going to be talking about some really cool reasons why you might feel like devouring your fridge and still eat another one. So before I begin, if you feel like having a cup of coffee with me, maybe make yourself some tea, go right ahead and click pause, and don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram before you forget. And then go make yourself that cup and I'll wait for you right here. Alright, so let's talk about 8 reasons why you may want to eat everything in sight and still not feel satisfied, okay? Alright, number 1, dehydration. Your body is such a smart machine, but sometimes it gets confused and it says, hey, I'm actually thirsty, but I'm gonna tell you that I'm hungry. And it makes absolutely no sense why your body does this, but it does. So sometimes if you're feeling a little bit hungry, and you haven't had anything to drink in the whole entire day, why don't you think about drinking some water before you devour everything you see, okay? So this is why it's very common for people to be put on a diet and they say, oh, drink a glass of water before every meal. It's not necessarily, yes, okay, it helps fill you up a little bit, it kind of bloats your belly and your stomach so that when food comes in, there's something in there already, so you get full faster. But it's not just that, it also just hydrates you. So your body may be like, oh, I got what I needed. I thought it was hunger. Whoops, my bad. Number 2, and this is something that I had talked about previously in my sleep deprivation video, lack of sleep. So when you're not sleeping well, like I mentioned before in that video, you might get some dysregulation of hormones in your body that tell you that you're hungry and tell you that you're not hungry and that you're full. These 2 hormones mainly being leptin. Leptin gets you lean. Ghrelin makes you growl for food, right? Makes you hungry. So what happens when you're sleep deprived or have been losing some sleep or not sleeping well at night is that your leptin will go down, meaning you're not gonna be lean, and your ghrelin will go up, which means, hey, I wanna eat more. So because of this dysregulation, your appetite might increase. 3, you're not eating foods that are filling, okay? A lot of foods like processed starches and really refined starches like white rice and white pasta and white bread, they're delicious, yes, and when you eat them you get this burst and rush of energy and then the decline. You know what also goes with it? Your satiety. So this means that when you eat these refined foods, you're going to have sugar rush, instant fullness, and then depleted sugar and instant hunger. So you're gonna wanna eat more, okay? So what do you do? What do you do? Like, why would I do? Honestly, eat more filling foods. Eat foods that will give you a steady state of energy throughout the day. That way you are fuller longer and you actually don't get hungry unless your body actually needs something from you. So try something like whole wheat bread, whole wheat pasta. Also add the fruits and the veggies, add some fiber. If you're not eating fruits and veggies, you're going to eat more carbohydrates because you're not feeling full. So you're gonna wanna fill yourself with pasta and potato and all these crazy starches that are not necessarily going to, you know, help you maintain your figure. Okay, let's talk about número 4. Let's talk about zinc deficiency. So something that I found was really interesting is that with zinc deficiency, when you're not having enough zinc in your diet, things like oysters and nuts and almonds and steak and beans and all these kinds of foods, if you're not getting your adequate zinc, sometimes this might also change your appetite. It can also change your satiety levels because it does interact with these hormones leptin that I talked about before. Something that's really weird though is that for people who are overweight to even obese, body fat is what releases leptin. And so what happens is when you're fat, you release all this leptin, so there's too much leptin in your body because your body's trying to say, hey, stop eating, stop eating. But the problem is that your brain is thinking that you're starving while your body has all this fat stored up. So you're gonna still feel hungry, you're still gonna wanna eat. It's not going to work. So even if you do eat zinc, it is going to increase leptin even more. What's really important to know is that you need to improve the sensitivity of leptin in your body. You need to decrease the amount of fat in your body so your body isn't constantly having this high level of leptin and it stops responding. Something called leptin resistance, very similar to insulin resistance. So you want to exercise, you want to change your diet, you want to eat healthy things, fruits and veggies, kind of change your metabolism a little bit and have your body respond better to like vitamins and respond better to things you're eating. Maybe the zinc would help. Now, if you have normal levels of zinc, Adding zinc is not gonna make you any better at leptin or at maintaining your weight. It's kind of like, I read this recently, it was really funny. It's like a 4-wheeled car drives really well, but adding an extra tire is not going to make it run even better. So if you're already having the zinc levels that you need, adding more zinc is not gonna do anything for you. Don't intoxicate yourself with vitamins just because you think vitamins are healthy. If you have normal vitamins, don't take more. There's no need, does nothing for you. Number five, and this is super common, including for me, okay, especially your adolescents, your teens, boredom. Oh my God, how many of you have just automatically out of instinct walked over to the fridge and opened it and been like, huh, what's inside the fridge that I can devour because I am so bored, I want to eat something. Well, you know what you do? Distract yourself. Do something fun. Call up a friend and chit chat on the phone, what we call in Spanish, chismosear, okay? You wanna ask them, hey, what is so-and-so doing on the weekend? Oh my God, did you hear? And oh my God, did you see these people? Oh my God, did you know that this happened? Yeah, gossip a bit, distract your brain, because your brain is easily distracted. We're very much like Dory, you know, like, oh my God, something shiny, I'm distracted, I'm no longer hungry. Okay, so boredom is a huge thing. So if you're bored, do something to distract yourself. Go out for a walk. Play a video game, or actually maybe not play a video game, because I used to play video games and I just felt like snacking, and then I ate a whole bag of chips once while I was playing and I wasn't even hungry and I didn't realize I ate it. So maybe steer clear of that. So boredom is a huge deal. So distract yourself, call a friend, go work out, do something different. Give your body time to realize that, hey, I'm just bored. I don't actually need to eat this right now. Okay, number 6, maybe you're actually hungry, okay? Who would have thought that my body would be telling me I'm hungry when I'm actually hungry? Pff, duh. Speaking of, let me take a sip of my coffee. Okay, so when was the last time you ate? Anybody check? Because sometimes you can get super busy and you forget to eat something, and so it's been 6 hours and all of a sudden your body's like, hello, I am starving, feed me. And then you don't really know what you want because you feel so hungry. You eat a little cracker and you're like, oh, it was good, but it's not really what I wanted. And so you drink juice and you're like, ah, yeah, it was good, but it's not what I wanted. And you eat this and you eat that, and then you start eating all these crazy carbs because you were actually hungry. So listen to your body, look at the time, see how often you're eating, and see if you kind of missed the window of your eating time. Maybe that's what's going on. Number 7, excessive exercise. So when you're working out a lot, your body's gonna be calorie depleted. So it's gonna ask you to replenish, it's gonna ask you for calories, and it's gonna ask you for the wrong kinds of calories because your body just wants instant gratification. We want that sugar high, ASAP, no matter how we get it. I'm gonna put this down because I'm not drinking it and I'm kind of talking really fast. Okay, so you wanna eat something that's going to give you energy that will last. So don't just stuff your face with a cookie. Don't stuff your face with a Big Mac. No, no, no. You need to go and get some piece of protein, whether it's beans and rice, or a piece of chicken, or a piece of steak. If you're vegan, choose your vegan options. If you're vegetarian, go your vegetarian. If you're pescatarian, go your pescatarian. Go to your ideal choice of protein and replenish yourself. When you use your muscles in exercise, you want to eat protein to help your muscles heal so that you're not using energy from your muscles, so that you're not breaking down muscle. So what you want to do is you want to eat, you want to have a post-workout meal, but make sure it's healthy. It's the post-workout. It's kind of like bowling. Hit the pins and you hit again and you finally got a strike because you got them all down on 2 hits. You want to get a really big score on that 3rd throw because that's the one that's going to what I say with my family in Spanish, cobrar. It's going to be the one that charges. You're going to get the cost out of that split. So you want to make sure that post-workout you eat good food. You don't want to eat crappy food. That's not going to be good for you. You want good food. All right, so that's another reason why you might be hungry. Last but not least, number 8. Now this one is something that even I have been through. A lot of people go through it, and I would call this emotional stress. So whenever you're sad or anxious or angry or feeling any kind of emotion, you're going to want to eat. You're going to want to fill those emotions with food to make yourself feel better. The only thing that I have to say about this is that there are other things that also improve your mood. I can't say that this is something that's easy because I myself have been through it. So I know what it's like to go through something emotional and have your ups and downs in your weight. And it's a vicious cycle because you're sad, so you eat something and then you gain some weight and that makes you sad. So then you feel like eating more. And it's a vicious cycle that is very easy to get trapped in. I myself have been trapped in it, so I know exactly what you guys must be going through if you're going through this or have ever gone through this. And if you haven't, count yourself lucky. But there are so many other things that you can do to make yourself feel better without hurting your body. And one of those is exercise. So if you feel sad, admit you feel sad. If you can't figure out why you're sad but you feel like eating, do something that makes you happy besides food. Do something else. Watch a movie, or go out for a walk in the sun, or take your dogs to the dog park, or do something active. Exercise gives you endorphins, which is your own body's kind of morphine, and it's gonna make you feel good. It doesn't feel good when you're doing it because you don't feel like doing it, but once it's over, you're gonna be so happy that you did. Okay, so if you guys think that this was a good video, go ahead and press like. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and all other social media. I love interacting with you guys, so DM me. If you have any issues with any of these things that I mentioned, if you have trouble sleeping or drinking water, or if you have trouble being bored, or if you have trouble with your emotions and you don't really know how to deal with it, feel free to reach out, because I have experienced all of these things myself, and so I can give you some good advice on that. If you guys have any tips for the next video or any suggestions, feel free. I'm thinking about doing a video on things you can do at home, exercise-wise, so that if you don't have a gym, you can still work out at home and get some, physical activity into your day with normal things. So if you think that you would like that, let me know. If you wouldn't, let me know. That way I don't do something you don't want to watch. So if you guys have any other questions or concerns, feel free to let me know. I will see you guys next week. Bye! Número 4, we're going to be talking about